So a lot of queries have been coming in about people who want to start fasting and people who some people who are not feeling very comfortable fasting, some who are getting headaches, etc. So I just wanted to make it clear that fasting is not for everybody, and the most important thing to understand that food is very important for us. It is a very nourishing and life-giving thing, and fasting has been shown to have a lot of benefits, a lot of scientific benefits, and there's a lot of research to back it up, and it is something which has been part of our history and many age-old practices. Not only our culture, in many cultures it's been a part of it. But fasting is not necessarily the thing that you have to keep doing because everybody is doing it, like, right? So it has to be working for you. So what are the signs that fasting is not working for you and you should not be doing it? First, if you are someone who's constantly worrying and thinking about what you should be eating your next meal, this is not a sign of a healthy relationship towards food. So you do not want to embark on fasting. Second thing is, if you are overly worried about your eating window and your fasting window, for example, you have to go to a social gathering, you have to go to a party, or you have to have a brunch with someone, and you want to cancel it because it doesn't fit your eating window and fasting window. Now this is another sign. You have to be flexible, you have to know when you can let go. So this is another sign that fasting is not for you. You should not become overly restrictive with your socializing patterns just because of your diet. Third thing is, if you're not sleeping well, if you're fasting and your sleep is very disturbed because of the fasting, please avoid fasting. It is not for you. Fourth thing is, if you're developing any giddiness or if your gastric symptoms are increasing because of fasting, again get that sorted out and checked out before you continue on your fasting journey. Fifth thing is, if you are feeling overly unaware, less alert during the day, this is another thing that you need to watch out for. So if it's making you dull and you're feeling less energetic because of fasting, don't embark on fasting. Next thing and very important thing is about the female hormones. So few people experience hair loss, they experience loss of period also, women. So for women, important thing to remember is that fasting has a different effect on women and in men. So in women, the most important thing is that these hormones such as ghrelin, leptin and insulin, which are the hormones which are associated with hunger and satiety. So these hormones respond very differently to hunger signals in the woman's body. So what happens is, when the levels of leptin go down, then the body starts understanding that the body is not receiving sufficient nourishment. So biologically, the female body has been made to nourish and nurture a fetus. So every month, that is why the female body goes through a cycle wherein an egg is released into the uterus every month. So when it is not fertilized, of course the period happens, the menstrual period happens. So if the body senses that it's not getting enough food, it understands that the body is unable to nourish a fetus. So it will play havoc with the hormones in the female body. Second thing is, there is a hormone called gonadotropin releasing hormone, or GnRH. Now this GnRH is produced from a precursor molecule called kisspeptin. So this kisspeptin level really falls because of hunger signals in the body. So when there is extended periods of hunger, kisspeptin level falls, gonadotropin releasing hormone level falls, and this affects the production of certain other female hormones called luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. So these are all female hormones which can get affected due to prolonged periods of fasting. So I'm a woman and I would like to fast. So is there no way for me to fast? So for you as a woman, you have to understand that it is better for you to do a fasting protocol which wherein you're giving yourself some breaks. For example, fast for maybe 3 days a week or do alternate days. Do not do extended periods of fasting for long periods of time. So this has been shown to have some negative effects on the female hormones, although it has been shown in animal studies. And extrapolating animal studies to human studies is always a problem, but in my opinion it is always better to err on the side of caution. So you can always reap the benefits of fasting by doing a few days of fasting a week. Maybe stick to 3 to 4 days of fasting a week, and the remaining days stick to your normal schedule of eating 3 meals a day or 2 meals a day, whatever you eat. So do not do extended periods of fasting. Other question is about women who are concerned about their thyroid hormones and fasting. So there is some research showing that when you fast, the amount of T3, the thyroid hormone T3 tends to fall. But the thing is, the studies also show that as soon as you start eating, the T3 levels bounce back to normal. So it doesn't have too much of an effect on the thyroid hormones. So, but if you are someone who has thyroid issues, do not start fasting without speaking to your healthcare professional. So these are the things that you need to keep in mind. Main thing is understand that fasting is something good, and it is something which is good to incorporate into your lifestyle. But if it is not working for you, it is perfectly all right. You do not have to do things just because the rest of the world is doing it. Every individual body is different, and everybody responds to different stimuli differently, and same thing applies to fasting. If it is not working for you, if your body is telling you that this is not right, then do not embark on fasting. There are several other lifestyle choices and changes that you can make to reap the benefits of healthy living and a healthy lifestyle. So hope that answers most of your questions. Please take care and stay safe, guys.